Welcome, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. We're talking toys, another week of talking toys. I'm John, and I got Josh right here. Welcome, everybody. Another week. A couple of surprise things that came out, and a couple of things that have been going on. Today is, at least the day we're recording, is Godzilla Day, so happy Godzilla Day. Hopefully you guys turn on some Godzilla this week. Enjoy that big boy. So most of the stuff, well, not all the stuff. There's some stuff on HBO Max, and a lot of the stuff, since they're so old, you can actually find for free. But I recommend watching Shin Godzilla if you haven't seen it, or any of the MonsterVerse stuff. Those are always really good. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started today. Not too much big news. But we are going to be talking about some HasLabs. As we all know, we're coming up on the end of the HeroScape HasLab. This is last week's data or information. With 19 days to go, they were up at 2,942 backers. A week later, we are now at 3,209 backers. Again, we're seeing that increase, but not nearly enough to get us to that 8,000
Honestly,
target.
that's the sad thing. It's like we've never had a down week. There's always been a week where we've gotten like a couple hundred backers.
Yeah.
And I think that's just like due to the fact that maybe I just don't even think people know about it. And I literally think that's the downfall of this. And also the price point just being too high. Even though I think it is like worth it, it's just too high, right? It should have been $150, $200 thing. And they should have done like what we said, release some mini packs to get people hyped in source.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like some expansion packs. And so like if you have the expansion packs, you're going to need the master set to even basically play because you can't really play with expansion sets. And so that's going to make people even want to buy the master set even more. But just a fail on Hasbro's part, I think.
Yeah, just the interesting way they set it up. Maybe they were just thinking of like, let's just get it to people who want it and let's get them everything, right? Instead of just teasing them with a little bit of thing, they were just like, give them everything. And in this case, I don't think the way they did it is necessarily the reason that they're not getting it, why they're failing. I think it's the exposure, it's the brand recognition, it's the exposure. It just wasn't there.
Yeah. Especially because it's such an old license, like it's such an old toy, and
another thing,
the audience is going to be like old people, right? Like these people in my early 20s,
early late 20s. People. Another thing too is like they had it at conventions. They had this set at conventions. But when they did like the Avalon Hills GamesCon like profile, they didn't mention this at all on their YouTube channels. So like again, it's them just not marketing it well.
So. Yeah, and even like on their website, like when you scroll down, the whole time this has been up. The first thing you're going to see is like all the new releases. Then you're going to see the Engine of Vengeance, and then you have to scroll down even further. Like you have to scroll really far down to even see HeroScape on the main page.
It's not a priority for them, and it's clearly being recognized. You're like again, they have not lost backers, but it's just been slow. So 12 days left on that. We'll see.
Extend it. Give us another 30. Give us another 30. We'll make it.
I mean, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I think we all know, but we won't call it until it's over, of course. But that's our HeroScape Age of Annihilation Vanguard Edition Avalon Hills update from Hasbro HasLab. Let's go ahead and jump into some McFarlane things here. Not too much. Did you watch the new Avatar trailer?
Yes, I did. I usually don't like to watch trailers, but I watched it just because
it looked good.
It popped up on the recommendation, and I just clicked it. Yeah, even I caved in on actually even Black Panther stuff. Like I started watching all of it just because I'm hyped for this movie, especially Nathan, when he was. My enemies call me Namor. Oh, I'm hyped for this Namor. I'm hyped for this guy.
Kotokan.
Yeah. They call him Kukulkan. What do they call him?
Mbaku. No, he's doing.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. But for McFarlane today, we have 2 Target exclusives. We have a Dead Man, and this is like some old stuff, man. I don't even look how big that collar is, and it's popped.
That's Todd though.
Yeah,
that's like classic
Spawn.
Todd.
Yeah, but we're getting a Dead Man. I don't know anything about him. It looks like.
What's funny about it though is like that D in the red looks like Daredevil.
That looks like Daredevil.
That D is Daredevil.
Just what I was gonna say. Just add another D and you have Daredevil. But yeah, Target exclusive Dead Man. Also from McFarlane, and this was just announced today. This is a Aquaman. And again, another Target exclusive. Again, it's red. Target loves their red. Walmart loves their blue. But we're getting this Atlantis figure, and this should be part of another wave. I can't remember. This is the exclusive of a wave.
Yeah, and like they're reusing most of the other Aquaman that's already been released, like with the long hair. And I definitely prefer the long haired one way more. Like this, like toy soldier haircut. I don't know. I don't like it.
The crew cut.
Like I don't know. It just doesn't fit Aquaman for me. Like I like the one they released previously with the long hair and the beard. Looked nice.
Yeah, the beard definitely helps. I think with Aquaman. I know it's a newer thing for him, but I think the beard definitely just helps his look. And like this red and blue, I don't know, Orange Man or not Orange Man, Aquaman.
Yeah, it's like a
usually
scarlet
orange
color. Yeah,
it's
like a scarlet.
It's a lighter red, but still. But yeah, we got those two announced from McFarlane. We'll see how they do, and they're exclusive, so don't worry.
I do like the Trident though. The Trident is cool. How it's like it's not a 3, it's a 5 prongs. It looks cool.
So that'd be a Quan. I don't know what the weapon that is. I'll have to ask. Hephaestus. Where's Hephaestus? All right, let's go ahead and jump into Transformers. And just like other Hasbro lines, Transformers is doing a holiday edition Optimus. Now, has Transformers ever done this kind of thing?
No, and for me personally, I don't know. I'm just feeling like Hasbro's going down a really bad path. Like I don't like all this garbage collab that they're doing stuff. Like all of it is just like 100% reuse, right? All of it is just 100% paint job and like a gimmick. It's all just I don't know. I'm it's dumb for me. And like now I get because I was kind of blind because for Black Series I'm like oh I love it. That's just because I'm like diehard Star Wars. I'm diehard Black Series. But now I see when like I read the comments on those figures why everyone's saying like this is so stupid. I'm definitely passing. Like why does this even exist? And I'm like what? I love it. It's cool. It's a gingerbread.
Right, it's Star Wars. Yeah,
but like for me, this one since I'm not a diehard Transformers fan, I'm like this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. For me personally, this is just dumb.
Okay, there you go. Like you wouldn't even put this on your Christmas mantle above your stocking?
No, especially because I know they're gonna charge a premium for it. Like no man, Hasbro needs to stop with all this dumb collab stuff. Halloween. Christmas. Next, they're going to do Thanksgiving turkey toys. No.
Just like brown toys.
No, I don't know. Hasbro is just...
It is an interesting thing. It is...
not only that, did you ever hear that report where the report was like saying like, the heads of Hasbro were saying, we're going to try to get like record profits this year. And so like, for me, this is like what kind of Todd was talking about, how it's like all about profit. It's all about how can we not make new molds. How can we just make the most money?
Right.
That's literally that's what Hasbro is heading, and it's like now they're even worse than they were before. I think
more greedy.
They definitely are more greedy. That's the right word.
Yeah. So we're getting this holiday Optimus Prime here. It is 100% reuse, just different decals, different paint job. But
and I think it's exclusive to Hasbro Pulse, right? Or is
I'm not sure on that.
I think it's only Hasbro Pulse. I saw it in Hasbro Pulse, yeah.
But I mean, just like you with Black Series, maybe there's a Transformers fan out there that has just got those blinders on and is super hyped for it. If you are,
there definitely is, and I'm glad this came out so I could realize how dumb I am for buying Star Wars Halloween and Christmas toys.
Yeah, go ahead and leave us a comment if you are that collector. If you're excited for this.
Yeah, and this thing is going to be $56. $56. So actually, there's actually no premium. That's actually normal.
Okay. For that Optimus.
That's actually good because the Black Series Christmas toys, they have like a few bucks premium price.
Right. Yeah.
This one doesn't.
Okay. Cool.
Maybe because this one's already expensive. Yeah.
The price point is high enough, and you're not really getting anything additional besides a new paint job, right? With some of these Black Series figures, you are getting like a different Porg or a Lothcat or something like that. So. All right, and then next up, we got this one of the new Evolution Transformers, and it looks like a Soundwave looking guy, but I like that he turns into a microscope.
Yeah, I don't know. This one is a whole new mold, at least, and this guy's name is Magnificus.
Magnificus, okay.
Magnificus. Yeah, Magnificus, like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and he's only $25. I like this guy.
That's
mold,
cool.
But you're right. He does kind of have like an open chest where I'm not sure if it's just like for the lens, if you can fit a cassette or not. I don't know.
No, you can't. Because see on the microscope, that red area, that's
the cassette.
That's the cassette area, yeah. So you couldn't fit anything in potentially from what it looks like, but you can open it.
But yeah, at least a new mold. Cool. You
Yeah,
know,
super cool. But yeah, he turns into a microscope. All right, and that's all we have for Transformers today.
you could put it with your camera.
I Oh yeah, with the cat with the Nikon or Canon camera.
Yeah.
That thing is sick though. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Marvel Legends. We have a couple stuff here. London Comic Con or whatever it's called happened over the weekend. Lots
Oh,
of cool
really cool.
things that we got revealed there. But before we get into that, of course, we got to update our friends on the Marvel Legends HasLab Engine of Vengeance, Robbie Reyes. Last week it was at 4,840 backers with 4 days to go. Of course, that ended on Halloween, and Halloween killed.
That final push, though. That final push. 200.
It was
This
the
locked worse than the Rancor.
Yeah, this is really bad. I mean, a little more than halfway, but not funded. It ended at 5,060 backers. It did not fund.
This is a big, big failure because, like, at least the Rancor is literally, I think, within like 200, 100
It was close.
more backers.
Yeah.
And it would have been funded.
Yeah.
This one, like, from after the first week, it was just a downhill.
It was
straight
down.
plunge.
We've been
Every week
this.
it went down, yeah.
Every week
Every
it was
week.
just going down, 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 down. And yeah, we were calling it. It did not fund. We're starting to see a lot of these not fund. You know,
We are. And it's like, and it's not because it's not a good figure or the tiers are good, because the tiers are awesome. The tiers first. It's just solely the price point. It's just way too high. That's it.
Yeah. If they would have lowered that price point, more people would have been in. We would have hit our targets. Would have hit our goals. It would have funded. You know.
And that's what I'm wondering too. Like, why don't they just offer a lower price point and like a larger target? Because you could essentially make a higher target with a lower price point and make the same amount of money as they're targeting right now, right? So we could do like a target for like 15,000 and then just have the tiers like go up to 20,000 instead of 17,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then offer it at like 200 or 250, right? Yeah, right. I mean, the Hasbro would make their money, you know?
Which is what they're worried about. Interesting.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's the right approach. And then, like, if you put that higher thing and it doesn't get funded, who cares? At least you're offering it at a lower price point, so you have a chance. At least, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No.
Because with this way, like, they didn't have a chance at the beginning.
They didn't. I think it like was over 5,000 initially, and then it just started dropping down, and then it ended lower than it started. So.
No, actually, I think it got to like 5,800 was the final thing, and then it drops like 800, like after they released. I can't remember what bad thing happened.
Well, they didn't hit the early bird special.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, yeah. They almost hit 6K, and then they just lost like 1,000 in a week because that early bird missed it. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh well. Rest in peace, Marvel Legends HasLab. You go down with the Rancor. Vaya con Dios. Peace be with you. And, all right, let's go ahead and get into what's next. We are getting a Killmonger What If figure, and this one I'm super excited. This one looks good. I love that it is in the animated style, like it's not photoreal, right? The sculpting's a little smoother. I love the armaments, the grenades. I just love I love the way they translated the animated.
Yeah, like of course, yeah. Since it's What If, yeah, of course it's gonna be animated. But what I also like is that this is like one of my favorite figures, just like from the regular line that was released long ago.
Yeah.
And like if you got like the new Killmonger, you could just essentially put that realistic head sculpt, like the one that like came in the Legacy collection, put it on this,
Yeah.
And then you could have that figure, because that figure's an awesome figure. The only thing that's missing though is like that original figure came with like the mask.
Yeah,
the one where he's like,
cool mask.
I'm just feeling it. I'm just feeling it. Yeah. That's the only thing maybe that I wish they could have included, you know?
Yeah, true. But in
it does have a
show,
figure piece. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And then the show, he doesn't interact with that, you know. So.
That's true. But yes, I'm super excited for all these What If figures.
They are clean, dude. They are really good. But yeah, this Killmonger looks great. All right, next up, we again during London's Comic-Con, I'm not sure again what it's called. They didn't release it. They like just kind of teased it, but we did get a Black Panther from Wakanda Forever. And if you've seen the trailers, you know who this is.
I mean, everybody knows by now, yeah.
Well, maybe there's people like you that don't watch trailers.
But you can't resist it now. After you've seen them more, you can't resist it.
Right, because we're brown. That's why we can't resist it.
So, yeah. This looks cool.
But yeah, it looks good. It
Cool.
looks, pinless. Hopefully pinless. It looks pinless. So who knows, right?
You never know now. You never know, yeah.
So, but yeah, it looks really good. I think they're slender, a little more slender body with the claws. You get fist arms, claws. I like the gold, the silver. I think it really does really look good. So, really excited for that one. Next up, these are some of the reveals they did. This is the Ultimate Captain America. I don't. It looks a little different. It looks like he's got combat boots, kind of a raised little shoulder things. But man, what is this? Like the third or fourth cap we've gotten like very recently?
Yeah, this is
I don't.
this is
yeah.
dog wash. This is dog duty. Like, it's just, I don't know. There's way too many, like, not, like, I wouldn't mind another Captain America, but way too many classic Captain Americas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's, we just got the 20th anniversary classic cap, and that's a definitive cap, and that's really a repaint of already the same cap that was released.
That's right.
And, like, yeah, this has the added shoulder pads, but, like, it's still the
Different
boot
boots.
scaling, your classic, and it just doesn't have the wings on the helmet. That's about it, but.
Yeah, I don't understand why this one, but it's part of a comic wave for Marvel Legends. Along with that,
I did see like someone made like an Ultimate Iron Man, and then but it's different than this. It's like bigger, yeah.
And this is the Extremis Iron Man, a little smoother. I don't know. This is again just from the comics, right? It's like that classic comic version where he has the circles on his sides, but it's the Extremis version where he's got the blood and like he actually injects his suit inside of him and it like manifests on top of him, kind of like a nanotech, but.
Yeah, and this one's different enough that I like this one. Like, this is something that,
Yeah.
like, I would say, like, yeah, I'll buy this because it's like another Iron Man that's just, it's not classic. It's definitely got its own unique look.
It's that sleek. Like, look how round the head is. Look how round everything is. I think they did a really good job on this one of translating the comic into an action figure. But again, it's different
I like
enough
this one.
that we can.
And like the helmet is like super round and spherical.
Yeah,
Usually there's like a lot of angle on the Iron Man helmet, and this is very different. Yeah,
and that's because of Extremis, right? Because it literally just like forms around Tony. It doesn't like.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not like
that's
armor.
cool.
It's like
that's cool,
it comes out of him. He like sweats.
Oh yeah,
it out.
I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
So it's really cool that it's like that. But yeah, it's different enough. I dig it. I liked it. I like it. Also, this was revealed a couple weeks back, but they announced that
this was like during Hasbro PulseCon,
yeah. This is Orb, a classic Orb. This is just literally a villain who has an eyeball for a head. Really wacky stuff here. So I dig it. Like
I love it. I love it.
Looks like it's on the Bucky cap mold, but you get a cool like eyeball head and
that's
like,
true.
Evil
it is
Knievel
on the Bucky cap
outfit.
mold. Yeah.
But yeah, this is also going to be part of that wave. That's why we're going to talk about it now because it was officially announced as a 5-pack, or sorry, not a 5-pack, a wave there.
Yeah, and like I'll take any character as like small or side character it is, as long as it's not another Iron Man, another classic Captain America. Yeah. I love that they're giving us like random wacky characters like this.
Yeah. And then we also have Molecule Man, another guy. He's using that Dormammu Red Skull baggy suit body.
Okay, yeah, that's a good body.
Yeah, that's a great body. I like they are the flame effects from Pyro, just in that translucent there. But another comic guy, Molecule Man. Again, this was announced during PulseCon. We're just adding it now because we got confirmation of where it's going to be at. Along with that, we are getting Random. That's this. He's an X-Men, or he's in the X-Men universe, but he's just random. I think he just like makes things out of himself. He's like clay.
Okay, like a clay, yeah. I was gonna say that.
But
and like a lot of it is reuse from Rage. Like even the vest is Rage.
It's
the body's all Rage.
Yeah, and the legs are Thunderstruck Thor. You know the Thor that comes with like a ponytail and
the new one in the new wave.
It's an older one. It came with Joe Fixit.
Or I don't know. I can't remember.
He has like it's just like big boots, and he has like he had a vest and he had a screaming face and he had the round hammer.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was ugly. He was like a biker guy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But it's like a combination of that with a new arm or forearm and a little bit of
yeah,
bicep and head sculpt. But yeah, but I mean, they're okay. I mean, if you need him, if you like random, I don't even know this guy, but if you like him, here he is for you. But a cool biker mold.
Mhm.
Then we're also getting Strife. This is really cool. This was back.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
This was originally released in the Marvel Legends line back with the Jubilee Build-A-Figure wave.
Yes, and like I'm telling you right now, rarely any collectors even have this figure because
Yeah,
this wave was all exclusive to Toys R Us back in the day when it was released, so it was not mass release. Toys R Us, has I don't know if you guys ever collected exclusive Toys R Us. It's just they're kind of had like a bad distribution thing going on, and there people like the problem is employees would like scalp the heck out of them.
right.
It was a mess at Toys R Us because people knew because they were yeah.
They knew they worked
Anyways,
at Toys R Us.
anyways, yeah, exactly, and it's like yeah, just getting this and that Dark Phoenix. That Dark Phoenix was also Toys R exclusive. It's
Yep.
just huge holes in like
Two-pack.
I think in even diehard collectors collections.
True, true. But yeah, so he looks good. Yeah, really, really good. I like his big helmet, his cape.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh no, it's hard plastic. Yeah, I was trying to think.
Yeah,
It kind of even looked like it was soft for some reason.
they're getting good. They're getting good. Trying to trick
They
you.
are. They are.
All right, and then to round out the 5-pack for that, or actually, there's actually one more, but another one that I'm excited for is
Wait,
Vertigo.
all these are coming in a 5-pack,
Yes,
like
so
an
it's
Amazon exclusive 5-pack.
yeah, so it's going to be Strife, Vertigo, Random, Zero, and then Pretty Boy, Reaver.
But like exclusive to where?
I believe Amazon. I don't know for
Oh,
sure.
okay, it'll go on sale. Don't worry about it. Amazon gets a ton of stock.
But here we have Vertigo. She's really cool. She's one of the Morlocks. Like she hangs out down in the sewers. But she has like the ability to like make you like get vertigo, right? She just like makes you
Okay,
get
like sick.
throw
Yeah.
up. Yeah. So
No,
it's really
I like
cool.
this character design. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. And in the animated series, because she is in the animated series, she has a little more pinks and like purples and stuff. Really, really light pastels, and that'd be really easy to fudge in on this characters, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Vertigo. Sorry for the bad picture. That's just all I can find. It is
Yeah,
in
these
person.
pictures haven't really been in release even on Hasbro's side yet.
Yeah, exactly.
This is all just like photos from PulseCon.
From PostCon, yeah. All right, and then to round out that 5-pack, we have Zero. They're reusing that portal.
Doctor Strange portal. Yeah.
Yeah, portal. And I believe, I think I'm getting Zero confused with Polka Dot Man from Spider Man.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually my first thought too.
Yeah, so I think he's different because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but this is Zero. Just again a nice, just let's see, I don't even know what body mold that is, but it is pinned. Really simple figure, and I do kind of like because of how simple it is. They are giving us a bigger accessory. I mean, it might not be much, but
But no, but the thing is, are they going to charge $30 for this or $25?
well, remember this is part of the 5-pack.
I know, but they might even upscale the 5-pack because like
Oh,
when they
right,
released
right.
the 3-pack, it was like Nimrod, Psylocke, and what's that guy's name?
Phantom X.
Yeah, exactly. And they like upscaled that because it was like considered a big figure, because Nimrod was huge. But
Nimrod's huge, yeah.
I'm wondering if they're going to say, "Oh, this is a $34 figure," and upscale it.
That suck. That would suck because like how basic the figure is. I think that you would like compromise. But again, Hasbro's looking to make money.
Calling it now, I bet they do.
Okay.
But this is actually kind of good for me because I actually picked up the Defender Strange loose on eBay.
Oh yeah.
and I didn't get this piece, so I'll be glad to get this. Yeah,
Now you
exactly.
could get it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, with Pretty Boy Reaver and Vertigo alone, I'm in. Adding Strife and Random, I think that helps build your X-Men stuff, and then you get Zero.
Well, Strife, everybody's got to get it. Yeah, Strife,
Yeah,
that's
so-
the one.
So it's kind of cool. I think it's a nice little 5-pack from
Yeah, that is
from Marvel Legends.
better than that freaking Spider-Man one.
Yeah, that. I mean, except for Razorback,
Yeah.
that pack.
Pumbaa, yeah.
Pumbaa. All right, and then next up, we have another little thing from the London convention is that they did announce that the classic blue and white suit Banshee, who was revealed with just a screaming head, is also going to get a relaxed head. So that's kind of
Cool.
Yeah,
I know, look at those chaps, man.
I know.
The
Well,
sideburns
he's
of-
Irish. Like he's hard Irish, and him and Moira McTaggart hang out and experiment on everybody. But Yeah, so really cool that we're actually getting a relaxed head. And now that kind of makes you, because we did get Banshee, or no, what's the other one?
It's the girl version, but
Yeah,
it's not. She's not called
it's
Banshee.
not
She's
called
called
Banshee.
Siren.
Siren, yeah. I wish they would have gave us a screaming head for her. Like
Yeah, they should have, honestly. Yeah, that's their power.
that's what these guys do.
Hmm.
All right, but yeah, that's gonna go ahead and end our Marvel Legends there. Let's go ahead and jump into Star Wars Black Series. First, we have a little Andor here. We're getting Vel. Her character kind of seems interesting in the Andor show. It's changing. It's a little different, but again, you brought up the problem with this show mainly being just humans, right, in space. And with Vel, we
Hmm.
are getting another human in space. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I don't mind it. I love completing. You got to complete the crew. You got to have the team. So
We'll see
I
if
don't
they
mind
do.
getting Vel. Pretty
But
good.
yeah, we're getting Vel for Andor. Next up, we got some gaming grades. This one I'm probably the most excited about here. We're getting Bastilla Shan from Knights of the Old Republic with her double bladed yellow lightsaber, as she should have. And that double bladed looks really good. It's not one that came with like Dark Ray where it has that hinge, because it doesn't need to hinge. It's just a straight
Hmm.
double bladed lightsaber. Really cool. I
And
actually
no
watched the
and
trailer
no
again.
teeth either. No teeth. No teeth either.
Yeah. But I actually watched the trailer again after they announced this, just to, like, get back in that.
So good.
It's so good, dude. And like we were talking earlier, like you said, I agree. We need a Republic trooper. We have to have a Republic trooper. Those guys are just
Hmm.
so mean, and their armor's so cool. I know it'd be all
Yeah,
new molds
exactly.
potentially, but
No, but even like this is a fantastic mold. I don't know. Just looking at it, just there's like feel like there's like a lot of capabilities for this. Like you could reuse this for like a Sith mold. Like you just paint it
yeah.
all black. You can make a lot of things with this. This is just a nice new mold.
hmm But yeah, she looks great. Really,
And
really cool.
another thing that I kind of wanted to correct last episode when I said that Cal Kestis was exclusive to gaming greats. I mean, exclusive to GameStop. I thought that because Cal Kestis is actually the first gaming greats that's in a mainline wave. Cal is not exclusive to
Oh,
GameStop.
really?
It's and same with all these ones, right? All these are actually the
Part of a
next Star
wave?
Wars wave. Yeah, it's the new wave, and so that's why I
Whoa.
remember I was saying like I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this is the first time we're getting a gaming greats all new sculpt. I
New
said that last
scope.
episode,
Right, yeah.
and like it kind of is true, but not because these are technically part of the main wave.
Which they do new scopes for those waves, right? Okay, I see.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, it's like now gaming grades are now, which is good though, because now there's possibilities for like getting Republic Troopers or getting
Ninth
Starkiller even,
sister,
and
ninth
I'm pretty
sister.
sure. Keep dreaming, boy. I'm pretty sure that we will get Starkiller just because they did like a fan vote a long time ago of
Oh
what
yeah, yeah.
character we wanted, and Doctor Afro won, right?
So
But
did
Starkiller
Bastilla.
was Bastille
Bastilla.
was in there.
Yeah.
She was in there, but she didn't win. But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
Starkiller was
okay.
also in there, and he got like second. So that's why I'm feeling like they were like, all right, let's hit the other ones that people wanted.
Right, let's go
And so I
back.
have a good feeling that Starkiller is gonna come soon.
Man, Starkiller would be sick, dude.
He would be, yeah.
Having a Sam
But yeah,
Witwer
super
head,
excited for this. Yeah, definitely.
that'd be cool. But yeah, Bastilla Shan, along with Bastilla, we also are getting Darth Malek. Again, looks really good, dude. Man, these are amazing figures.
They look so good.
I'm really digging these. The
And like
his whole armor or his like tunic thing looks amazing. Just so much detail. His respirator, oh my goodness.
these are gonna fly.
Yeah,
Like a dual bladed lightsaber Jedi, Sith Lord, these are just gonna like it's like a stark difference from that end wave, like these ones are gonna sell.
we'll see what else comes out of the Gaming Greats mainline releases.
Malgus, dude. Now we need Malgus.
We need Malgus. Hopefully, Republic Trooper would be cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Starkiller. We'll see. But along with that, we did get some comic releases. We got Mara Jade. She looks great, dude. She's got a Han Solo blaster. She's got a purple lightsaber. She's got her all black suit. Oh man, she's looking really good.
Yeah, I think this is a must, especially because like for how many kind of like expanding universe fans there are. I've seen like
Hmm.
so many customs there where they use like Legends bodies and like MJ heads, to make their own
Yeah,
Mara Jades.
yeah.
So just get to get an official release.
And she looks good again. I think she looks great. Like the little handkerchief, the glasses, the goggles. Yeah, overall, just a solid figure. But it is
The
the
only crappy
comic.
thing though,
What?
exactly, that's the only
Yep,
crappy
yeah.
thing. What you just said,
It's the
that there's a
comic
few
version
bucks premium, because the Bastille Shan and the Darth Malik, they're
mainly.
just like the regular 25. Yeah,
Yeah, but this one because it comes with a somewhat nicer packaging. You get two panels of full color.
screw
When I
that.
don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it is the comic version.
Hmm.
Along with that, we also are getting Doctor Afra. This one's so cool. I'm so excited for this one as well. Doctor Afra is just a really cool character.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's
And
not the classic look because we already got the classic look, but it's like a completely new look, kind of like in the later
later in her comics, yeah,
comics. Yeah, the later
yeah.
comics.
But it's still Doctor Afra, and it's really cool. And I like the longer trench coat, just more swashbuckling, more treasure hunting.
Hmm.
So, so really cool to get Doctor Afra. And again, you said that this was hard to get now and expensive in the aftermarket. So,
Oh yeah, Doctor. Yeah, it's a good release for other collectors so they can
yeah,
at least get a Doctor After. Yeah.
again, a comic version, but still, just it's a lot cheaper than any other Afra you're gonna find.
Hmm.
All right, and then next up we are getting Scar Trooper Mick. I don't know.
No, actually, either because I read the comics with them in it, but you're reading it, so you just make it up in your head. You're right.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even
true.
know.
We don't hear it.
So,
Um,
but yeah,
this
this
is the
squadron
second
is
trooper,
literally just
right?
yes, because we got
Krell.
the leader, yeah, the Krell, the leader already. But yeah, this is literally like in the comics, like they're just straight up Bad Batch in the comics.
Right,
It's
right,
just
yeah.
Empire Bad Batch. You even have Wrecker over there.
You sure? But yeah, this looks good,
And
man. This kind of makes me want to go back and get Krell. Like if they do the whole team, I'm there for it.
they did too. They're gonna do a whole team now for sure. And especially because like if you look at that, the big boy,
Hmm.
his armor even looks kind of like Wrecker's. I don't know if they'll
With
reuse
the
it.
with the neck piece.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how they'll do that, but
Hmm.
yeah, literally, there's like a sniper, a leader, a muscle, a tech guy. It's literally the Bad Batch Empire.
But this looks good. He comes with a jetpack. Comes with like a little data pad, blue visor. I mean, he's looking good, dude. Again, this makes me want to pick up Krell.
Hmm. No, he looks good. Yeah,
So really cool. I hope they do the whole line. We'll see.
yeah, especially the guy with the cloak. Get some soft
Hmm.
goods. Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right, let's go ahead and jump into that does it for our Star Wars figures. Star Wars kind of topic. We'll go into Mezco now. What we got here? We got Theodore Sodcutter. Whoa.
This guy is so cool. Especially, I love like the long arms that go all the way down
It's
past
like
the knees.
it's like a like chimp arms.
Yeah, like this guy is so sick. If it wasn't $120, I would have gotten it, but it was too expensive for my pocketbook. But yeah, I just love this guy.
It looks like he has light up figures, so that probably bumped the price up.
Yeah, and
Um,
loaded with like heads, hands, accessories. But yeah, just
yeah.
hopefully, usually what I do is I like to like just find the loose figure with no accessories for like cheap price and everything. But no, but I love this guy.
Yeah, he looks good. The top hat, the trench coat, scarf. I do like the heads.
Hmm.
The heads are really cool.
They're way good.
Hmm.
It's almost like a Paranorman kind of
See,
vibe,
that's what
don't you think?
I was just gonna say
Like a
that. Yeah,
Paranorman zombie,
yeah. I was just gonna say
like how
paranorman.
stylistic it is.
Yeah, which they just celebrated their 10-year anniversary, by the way.
Hmm.
Paranorman did, but yeah, no, definitely paranorman vibes. So even with the outfit, it's definitely some paranorman vibes.
Exactly, everything. Like it's everything
Yeah,
Paranorman. Yeah,
but
that's why I
but
love this guy. Like I really want this figure, but it's just so expensive. I couldn't get
yeah, it looks like he comes with a lot. He's getting like
crap ton of things.
gravestone, some luggage, shovel, pickaxe, rope. Look at all those hands, and look at those hats. You get like a top hat, a squish top hat, and a bowler cap.
Yeah, 12 hands, 3 hat options, everything you need for a
Wow.
graveyard scene. Yeah, the works.
And again, looks like the lantern lights up. The head fits in the bag. Man, they really knocked it out of the park with this one. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
this one, I got to get this one somehow, but we'll see. I
We'll
got to
see
get
what
this
the
one.
aftermarket is without the accessories. But
Yeah.
wow, yeah, this man's got Theodore Sodcutter. Check him out. All right, let's go ahead and go into our imports here. And again, this is just imports. It's also our catch-all. just kind of any random stuff we're seeing around around the webs. First up, who we got here? Who's this guy? I don't know who this is.
Mayfrex LeJean James.
Shouldn't
Toon
his
Squad.
hairline be further back though? I feel like
It's
this.
CGI. It's CGI.
Oh right,
And he
'cause
has a huge bald spot in the back.
he's in the Toonverse, right? He's in the
Yeah,
Toon world,
Toon Squad.
so you can
Toon
just be
Squad
whatever
LeBron.
you want. Okay.
You know, and like now that I see this in like we got the starting lineup line from Hasbro,
Yeah.
the the fact that this Mayfix figure is like 66, $67 plus shipping, so probably end up I don't know how much being like $77, right?
Okay.
Like you're getting a cloth freaking
Cloth good?
arm sleeve, cloth jersey, cloth freaking leggings, cloth
Tattoos.
shorts, everything, right? Tattoos, yeah. Like I'd rather get the Mayfix honestly.
Oh yeah.
Because think about it, maybe it's going to be like 20 or 25, $30 extra, and you're just getting a way better figure.
You're getting a way better quality figure. You're getting different head sculpts. You're getting the cloth goods
Effects.
plus the tattoos. I think that helps a lot.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't Toon Squad LeBron, I'd get it, but it's Toon Squad LeBron.
I bet you could find an aftermarket Cavaliers jersey.
Well, no, they already did make a Lakers LeBron. Mayfix did it already.
Oh, they did. I know. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do the. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they've only done MJ,
MJ.
and then they did like Dream Team MJ, and then Lakers LeBron,
Okay.
and now Toon Squad LeBron.
Well, yeah, no, I agree with you, man. For $20 more, you're getting that much better quality. I don't think so, right? Like those starting lineup figures are a little overpriced.
Yeah,
For sure.
and I don't know, like those cloth goods look really good. Like even the leggings and the armband, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, the stitching looks good on them. All right, Toon Squad LeBron. Have him slam and dunk. have never seen Space Jam 2, unfortunately. But maybe, I
it
don't know,
wasn't that good.
does he slam on somebody? Who does he slam on?
He copies Michael Jordan and slams like from half court. Remember MJ
Oh, yeah, yeah.
when he like and all the balls started to grab out to him from
Yeah,
half
yeah.
court and he still slams it.
And his whole arm stretches.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
All right. And we got another Mayfix here. We're getting a RoboCop.
And this is different because we did cover a couple weeks ago, but that was a battle damage version,
Yeah.
and this is just like a clean version.
And
this one also too
pearlescent.
same price. Yeah, I kind of like it. Because it gives it almost like that, kind of how we're seeing like a trend in like the cyber kind of punk colors,
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
futuristic. It's almost like a cyberpunk. But yeah, same price
What was
as
the
like
price?
LeBron.
Okay.
Same price, $66-$67 plus shipping.
Wow. Yeah. And that face sculpt looks amazing.
Yeah, I know. I honestly, we've been talking about this more and more. I feel like I've pre-ordered a lot of Mayfixes. Like I'm starting to order more Mayfixes like than usual. And I don't even have a Mayfix, but I've ordered some. When they come in, they come in.
Yeah, no, they look good, man. They look really, really good. All right, and then to close it off here for Mayfix at least, we have the Avengers Infinity War Loki. And Mayfix does kind of run behind on their figures for this line for some reason. But didn't he like die in the first like 10 minutes of the movie?
Yep.
So I do like the all black look, like that subtle green to his outfit. But I don't know, man. I don't know about this
I
one.
think it's inaccurate though. Like
Yeah.
I just don't think it was that dark. It looks good, but I just don't think it's accurate.
Okay, yeah, maybe the scene was that dark, but
Exactly. I think that's what it is. Because think about it. He's wearing the same costume in Thor Ragnarok because it's literally like seconds later. So he's not going to have a different costume. So this is definitely inaccurate colors.
Okay. But yeah, again, they're kind of slowly filling out this line for some reason. I think most people have moved on. But if you need Avengers Loki, Infinity War Loki, there you go. He's here for you. All right, and let's close out our show with, of course, it's Godzilla Day, so we need some Godzilla news, and we are getting a Gigan. SH Monster Arts. Dude, I'm excited for this guy. Dude, this guy is sick. Look at this, man.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
You don't need this, Gigan?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't know. I never even seen where he's from.
He's like a robot, dude, that like he was basically made to kill Godzilla. They were like,
okay, so kind of like Mechagodzilla.
Well, no, well, but Mechagodzilla was to battle. This one was meant to kill Godzilla. He's got a razor belly. He's got claw arms, claws everywhere. He can fly. He's got a tail. He's just a death machine, dude. And this is just a prototype. We actually aren't getting the full release yet or the pretty pictures of that. But Gigan, dude.
Cool. Yes. How would you know how much this is?
I don't. They're just they didn't fully announce it because it is just a prototype. We don't know yet.
It'll probably be like $70 around there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I think it's just cool to fill out the the villains, the monsters that Godzilla fights, and it is Godzilla Day, so I wanted to add a little Godzilla news. Even though
They're going deep. Like they're doing any character they can find. With
I
this
mean, they did
Monster Arts line.
Biolante, they did Hedorah,
They're doing
Ghidorah.
everyone.
So it's really cool. I want Anguirus personally. I want an Anguirus.
They'll get there. They'll get there. If they did this guy, they'll get there.
Fair
Trust me,
enough.
they'll get there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, but that go ahead. We'll go ahead and end our show for today. Again, thank you guys for tuning in on this week of Talking Toys. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We're getting some kind of little snippets of shows on there as well. And if you guys got cool animations, send them to us. We'll get you guys reposted and kind of show your cool stop motion stuff that you guys are doing. I know the Laughing Smile, shout out Laughing Smile. He's got some really cool animations that he's been cooking up, so we definitely want to support that. But Josh, what was your favorite from this week?
It's usually always the Black Series, so yeah, Bastilla Shan.
I am right there with you, man. That Bastilla Shan, I like it mainly because the figure is amazing. She's a cool character, but also, like you were saying, new mold, mainline release gives us hope for future gaming great mainline releases with new molds.
Yeah.
And so
It's definitely good to see. Yeah.
lots of potential there, man. I'm super excited to see what they do. But yeah, Bastilla Shan for me as well. All right, friends, that's going to be another episode of Talking Toys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below what your favorite figure was from this week, what we talked about, or what we missed. Let us know what's going on. But I am John.
And I'm Josh. See you guys.